Hi, my name is Erica Van Eaton. You can find me at ericavaneatonhealing.com. Today we're going to talk about divine timing and the misconception of divine timing. When we think about divine timing and the way that has been used in the past, there's a divine timing for everything, but what does that really mean? If we think that there is a source outside of us and that source has a timing in mind, that takes the power to be the curators and the designers of our reality out of us, and it places it into someone else's hands. That's a form of separation from self. When we begin to recognize that we are an aspect of source energy and that we are continually always in connection with source as an aspect of source, then we begin to understand divine timing differently. That divine timing is actually a letting go and a becoming the vibrational match, becoming the energy that is needed to receive the experience. So everything carries a frequency, and your manifestations, the things that you're wanting to experience or play with or curate, they all carry a certain frequency. And when we are wanting something so badly, oftentimes that we are seeing it ahead of us and we're not a vibrational match for it, because behind that desire is lack, the not having, and the not having feels really strong. So how do we become the frequency of our desire? Well, we have to step back and begin to bring home all of our energy. We begin to bring home all of the lack. So instead of trying to fight the lack, we can invite those feelings of insufficiency, of being inadequate or shame or failure or anger or resentment. That is our energy, the emotions that we have felt, and we bring all of that, reroute it, and turn it back home and bring it back into our bellies. And once we begin to bring all that energy back home, we're beginning the reabsorption process, the process of accepting all that I am. So if I'm bringing all of this energy back home and I'm breathing deeply while I'm doing it, so I'm keeping my nervous system nice and calm while I am reabsorbing these low vibrational emotions, then it's a trigger to my nervous system and a trigger to my mind that it's actually safe for me to have experienced these feelings. And so it's not something that I'm trying to push away, but something that I'm simply accepting as part of who I am. And if I'm accepting who I am, I begin to trust who I am. And if I begin to trust who I am, I begin to love all that I am. And if I love and accept all that I am, then I'm beginning to know myself as source and understanding that I have the power to utilize and become whatever energy I want through acceptance and not resistance. So if I love and accept the fact that I have not had it yet, and I've had these other experiences with emotions of the not having, and I can sit with those and come to a place of neutrality, I begin to release those molecules of energy that are the chemicals and the peptides that were produced from the emotions felt of the not having. So if I sit with those and I begin to accept and deep breathe and keep the nervous system calm, that turns those molecules of energy into me, and it begins to detach them from the story saying that I'm not good enough to not have, that I'm not worthy of receiving. All those memories of the not having, those begin to separate from your molecules of energy because the resistance is gone. The push-pull is gone. You've allowed your energy to completely come back home. So if I'm just sitting with my energy, and you can practice this now, breathing deeply, and if you have a trigger, you can begin to think about it, and just sitting with it, breathing through the not having, feeling the nervousness or even the anxiousness of the not having. And then through another couple of breaths, just receiving yourself, coming to a place of neutrality with all that you are. Now you might begin to find excitement and joy at the possibilities that you now have to play with this energy differently. As it detaches from the old stories, it becomes pure potential. It's not attached to anything. It's pure potential energy. So now we're going to start to spin this counterclockwise in your belly. All this energy, that is you. Imagine it spinning like a sphere counterclockwise. Move this up to your sacral, so right below your belly button. So if I've not had the thing that I wanted, that's fantastic because it's not attached to anything. So now I have all this energy to create something even better. I'm letting go and I'm becoming the divine timing. So I'm bringing this energy up through my sacral, up into my solar plexus, so right in the middle of your stomach to that celiac nerve plexus. Breathing into it, nice and deep, keeping the body calm. Now I'm starting to get excited about receiving. So I have gone from the lack and not wanting to feel that to understanding that there's nothing wrong with feeling the lack, that now I get to utilize that energy and create something even more. So as I bring that energy up through the solar plexus and now into the heart, feel all this energy accumulating in your heart. And now we're going to use divine will, divine love, and the wisdom that was gained from the pain that was felt before. When we detach emotion from a trauma or experience from our past, it becomes wisdom. We don't ever lose the wisdom. So now we have the wisdom of not having without the lower vibrational emotions. And now we have divine love because we have fully accepted who we are. And we released resistance through doing that. And now we use our will and with our intention, with how we want to use this energy and take it forward. So place your intention on what it is you really do desire. And if any little doubts creep in of, well, what if this doesn't work? What if I really put my desire in there? Then you can tell your mind to relax, your ego to relax, your body to relax, because you've already not had. So you've already failed. No biggie. You've already experienced the worst. Now we get to move forward. So breathe. And keep building your intention and this energy. And then what you begin to notice through this process is that every road you take in life leads back to source. It leads back to source. It leads back to the energy of all that is. There aren't any wrong decisions. There aren't any wrong choices. Every road, every choice you have ever made leads back to source. It brings you back home to you. It might be a little bumpy and a bit windier, a bit longer, but every road you've ever taken leads back to source. So breathe this in, and now I want you to begin to project that energy from your heart out 360 degrees in front of you, behind you, every side of you, below you, and above you. You've become the energy of your desire. You are now the thing. You have become. And this is divine timing. You are now in perfect divine timing, in perfect alignment with the experience, with the intention. And allow this to catapult you forward. Thank you for playing with me. If you have any questions or comments, subscribe, like, and write them below. I try to do my best to answer all the comments, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and let me know how this plays with your energy field. So much love.